Thank you for joining me today. My name is Torino Jax, and today I'm going to discuss why you should first of all choose to buy a camera instead of trying to use your cell phone for photography, right? After that, I'm going to try to help you determine which camera style should you go with. Should you go with a crop sensor? Should you go with a used camera? Should you go with a DSLR? Should you buy mirrorless? Should you buy brand new? So we're going to tackle all those subjects in this short amount of time. So stay with me.
Now, if you look over to the right of the camera, that there is called a tilt screen, and it becomes very, very vital for your success if you want to take pictures overhead or if you're low to the ground. Canon is one of the few that actually has tilt screens on their lower end to mid-level cameras. The competition, Nikon and Sony, they only put that feature on their high-end bodies. It's crazy to me. I don't understand how they do that, but it gives a clear advantage to Canon. Now, something that is a necessity to master is what we call the exposure triangle. That is the combination of shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. The three must be mastered in order for you to be able to take clean pictures. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you got your aperture correct, which is basically how much of the frame do you want to be in focus. Do you want parts of it to be blurry and give it that dreamy look, or do you want everything to be sharp? The other thing after that for you to look into is the shutter speed. The faster the shutter speed, the sharper your images are very likely to be. And then the last one is ISO. ISO, think of it as a volume game for light. So if you're in low light conditions, you want to have higher ISO so that it puts less stress on your flash. But what kind of photographer do you want to be? If you're more interested in sports and wildlife photography, then I would strongly consider looking at the Canon system. If your main objective, on the other hand, is portraits and fashion, then by all means, I definitely would go with Nikon. And if you're looking to be a hybrid of video and pictures, then I would select the Sony system for its vast innovation. They basically pioneered the advancement of a mirrorless system. Keep in mind, however, that you should be selecting your camera system based on the lens quality. If you see a picture that moves you, ask the photographer, "What camera and lens did you use for that photo, my friend?" This is the perfect way to begin finding out what your photography niche is going to be. This camera here is my first full-frame DSLR camera. The Canon 6D Mark II. Attached to it is a flash. The flash is what you're going to need if you're going to be doing event photography in low light conditions. You can take beautiful pictures with her. Actually, let me show you a few.